You guys launched into combat with a horrific Hydra, very quickly getting in there and sawing down two of its heads, whittling it away at its health bar. It got a couple of licks off on Vlad, but not too much on the Earth Elemental and Scylla, while the rest of you were kind of taking up positions. The spiritual weapon was summoned by Artomis, trying to get in there for a couple licks. But the Hydra was able to retreat deep into the water where most of you could not reach it, where it was able to regenerate a couple of heads, giving it some more attacks and a little bit of health. Scylla, you directed your Earth Elemental to get down in the mud. You kept after it as well. And now this Earth Elemental is grappling with this Hydra, trying to drag it towards the shore. However, you were enlarged. You launched yourself to the other side because the Hydra got enough hits on Vlad to send him to the ground. You administered a potion, and as you did so, you noticed over the course of this time a large amount of vibrations and movement coming from the northeast. When you dipped your head into the water to look, you saw a just dark, massive wave of leeches coming towards you with the shadow of a gargantuan figure behind them. You have gone insane after failing a sanity check, getting some short-term madness, to which you must attack the nearest creature for the next 10 minutes.
It's a stupid
and unfortunately, that closest creature is Vlad, who is just opening their eyes again after that potion has taken effect. Jumping right into it, it is the Earth Elemental's turn, and so for everybody listening and or watching, now that Scylla is in this kind of panicked, fearful condition, which I'm sure we'll hear more about, the Earth Elemental is no longer bound to them because she cannot concentrate. However, this beastie, more just confused than anything, is going to let go of the Hydra, but is going to slam it twice. Because you know what? There's a big beastie in front of it, and it don't like it. Wow, starting off strong with a natural 20. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Earth Elemental
guys.
crit, buddy.
Get him.
Rocky.
So,
Rocky.
Max that damage, boy.
So, 23 points of bludgeoning damage to this Hydra. Wow. With the first swing, second swing, that's a natural 19. It's definitely a hit. That is 16 more points of damage, and it just like beats down on one of the heads that is rearing towards it to try and scar into its rock-like skin, and then on the second one it just slams in, grabs that head, and rips it right off. Holy smokes. Okay. The Hydra, for those of you that can't see it because it's still in the deepest part of the water, you just see more blood, and actually this head just bubble up to the surface very quickly of the Hydra, and a flurry of activity, just mud, water, silt just mixing in there. And we are at the top of the order, and the very significantly large creature that Scylla could see moves. And it is about 2 turns away from getting into the midst of this fight. However, a couple other things happen. Brendan,
Yes.
can you make me a dexterity saving throw for Vlad, please?
For Vlad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dexterity save. Alright, he does have a slight bonus to this.
Tense moments. Tense moments.
18.
Okay. He does not incur any damage as this weighted net flies out from the north and lands around them. However, I need them to now make a strength check as this net is beginning to tighten around them.
Just flat strength, not athletics or anything?
You can make it athletics. I mean, it's the same thing, essentially.
Yeah, it actually is, since he doesn't have any bonus.
He's not a full-fledged character.
That's a 13.
Okay. This weighted net all of a sudden comes flying over Vlad, shrinks up around his body, and he just gets yoinked into the bushes to the north. And you can just hear this, what? And then Vlad is gone from sight into the bushes to the north.
Oh no.
Scylla, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It would be my honor, Will.
Thank you, Sam.
I'm so... Beat this shit. This is 19!
19, okay. Even in your state, you just see this like large blackish brown ball come flying towards your head, and you just manage to flick reflexively, and it goes sailing by you and splashes down into the water. Sephel,
Yeah.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm gonna crush it. Absolutely crush it.
Okay.
See, when I said it, it was true.
Yup, 13.
A brownish black ball hits you in the face, and you are now blinded for the moment.
Great.
Not ideal.
I think I saw Vlad just... Oh, God!
Yeah, you raise your hand
Scylla's
up
over
to
there.
your face, and you realize that just this giant ball of mud has been flung into your face. From where you're not exactly sure, but it is all over you now, temporarily blinding you.
Great.
All right, it is Starcaller's turn.
Okay, I can't really see what's going on under the water. I saw Vlad get yoinked, and I hear Sephel cry out, so I'm gonna, move back towards Sephel and the healing spirit, moving towards the center of the island. I am, gonna move into that healing spirit space. And can you remind me, Will, how does this work? Do I use a bonus action, or is it instant upon, like, getting the area?
Let me bring the spell up, but I'm pretty sure it's once you enter the area. Yeah, until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts a turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so I will let you roll your own healing there.
Thank you. 3.
Okay.
A little
And
bit
I
helps.
believe Sephel got one, right?
Yeah, I believe
Got
it has
one charge
healed
of
me
the heal.
once. Yep.
So that's two. Okay, so it has 2 more heals before that spirit is gone, just to keep everybody aware and honest.
Okay. And then I can't see any enemies, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my action to just grab a hold of Sephel, and I'm gonna move him back towards the center of the island, because he's just been blinded, and he does kind of need to be able to see.
That is an important part of my
A
character.
lot of people forget
Yeah.
that, yeah.
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 And as I'm kind of jostling him back, is it possible at all for me to try to wipe some of this schmutz out of his eye?
Sure, I'll let you do that as a bonus action. Yeah.
Cool.
You got something.
All right.
You got something right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me get that smirch.
So,
Just a little smirch.
see, when you
Are you
say
gonna do
it's
that-
weird.
Does Artemis just do like that big cat lick? That they
Oh,
always use
no!
in
Oh
the
my
like,
God.
It's just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and it's just rough and it hurts, and you're probably it's your
Ah.
undead eye, and it's just
God. Why does it feel like sandpaper? Why do I know what that is?
Artemis like spits on the ground. I didn't like it either, but now you can see. I
appreciate you.
I don't know what just happened.
I've been assaulted.
Thank you, Sherlock. But like,
It's Sephel.
I should have left you in the mud. I think, and that's my action, bonus action. This turn of just trying not to die before I have a chance to do something.
that's a great turn. Can both of you, Sephel and Artemis, make me perception checks?
Okay. That's a terrible number. I'm not even going to waste a knowledge on that. 8.
Oh, you're not?
No, because even a max roll wouldn't do shit.
Dirty
okay.
20. I see stuff.
Dirty
I'll let
20.
him see stuff.
Okay. Artemis, from the tree to the southeast of you, and the like bushes and small vegetation around it, you hear some movement and rustling. It sounds like small movement and rustling. It's like a smaller creature is there, possibly 2.
Hey, who is there? Show yourself.
And there is nothing in response. All right, is that the conclusion of your turn?
I'll just hastily whisper to Sephel. I think we may be surrounded. That's all I got, skis.
I don't think that makes our odds any worse than they were.
All right, it is Visana's turn, who can see Scylla like half in, half out of the water at this moment, and she actually calls across the water to Scylla. She goes, Scylla, are you all right?
I will slay Dagon. I will not run today.
Ooh, how
Red flags. Red flags.
I feel like Sephel and Starcaller were like back to back, and then they like slowly turn and look at each other like,
Yo.
oh no.
Yeah, Visana like immediately looks back to the two of you and is like, "Is Dagon here? What
Nope.
the fuck?"
No, you would know if Dagon was here. I believe she's lost the plot.
That's not a sensible sentence. Red flags.
Right. What do we do about that?
Survive.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Hydra, though?
Give me a moment. We'll figure this
Alright.
out. Focus on the Hydra. We'll figure it out.
Okay, and she's just gonna try and take like a pot shot into the water where most of the thrashing is happening. She would technically hit it. She's gonna have to roll a percentile though. 84, so she hits. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of damage here to the Hydra. Oh, that's a wrong damage die. She manages to do 12 points of damage to the Hydra. And it is looking rough under that water. All right, that is Visana's turn. Sephel, you are up.
So he tells Visana, I'll figure something out, as him and Starcaller sort of share that look. He turns back to Starcaller. How do you feel about getting in there and figuring this out?
I am not a strong swimmer, but yes. You put me where I need to be.
He puts his hand on his shoulder. Swimming is not required. And I am going to vortex warp Starcaller across to the island in the space where Vlad just was.
You can move him 80 feet. Holy smokes.
I can move him 90 feet.
Nice. Okay. All
And
right.
that is...
I'm certain this won't end badly.
Yeah, that's second level. And he is willing, so yeah, he's going to teleport 90 feet over to the island next to Scylla. And then...
Okay.
She is very large up close.
Do I want to...
I'll reveal some of the area to Artemis so that they can see better around them.
And then I am going to return to the shoreline here next to Vasana. And I am going to drop concentration on enlarge.
Okay.
So Scylla is going to return back to regular size.
I don't know why, but I pictured in my head the frickin' Transformers transforming sound. All right. Wow. Interesting plays, guys. Is that the end of your turn there, Sephel?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, so some back and forth on the island. Artemis is now 10 feet away from a now regular-sized Scylla. And it's the Hydra's turn, who now free of the elemental, but does want to live. Oh, boy. It is going to take 6 attacks on the elemental because that is what it's in front of it, and it hates it currently quite badly. Actually, no. It would sense the other object or creature in the water, so I'm going to roll a perception check to see if it becomes aware. No, that's a natural 2. It is unaware of the large, very large creature coming. So on the first hit, it is a 26 to hit. So that's going to hit that elemental. So 1 hit. I'm just going to roll all my hits to now, and then we'll jump forward. Natural 19. Natural 16. 9, so that's a miss. 3. So that's 5. The 6 one misses. So 3 hits on this poor earth elemental. It's a lot of... Let me tell you guys, it's a lot of D10s. If you ever use a Hydra, just remember you need all the D10s.
All the D10s.
You know, I'm kind of fine with the big things killing each other in the water.
Kaiju fight.
Jeez, bro. So, it does 34 points of damage to this earth elemental.
That's something.
So that gets it down to 86 hit points if I'm doing... No, 96 hit points, I believe, if I'm doing my math right. 20... No? Yep. Okay, it is 86. All right, so that earth elemental and the Hydra are effing each other up. However, it has lost a head. So immediately at the end of its turn from that stalk, 2 more heads erupt. So it has 8 heads now and a little more health. Yippee!
Absolutely insane.
Is
there like a maximum for Hydra heads, or could you literally have like a 30 head fucking monster just walk out of that swamp?
You know, I think they answered that question in that beautiful animated story called Hercules by Disney, where he ends up finding like 100 Hydra heads at once.
Yeah,
that's awful. Hate that.
Yeah, I don't see like a limit to this thing.
Nope.
Currently, so
great.
That's
awesome.
that's how that goes.
Spans.
Love that.
It's Vlad's turn. Can you make me another strength check? At disadvantage, please.
At disadvantage, okay.
Mm-hmm. Because he is now currently restrained and out of view.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can do that. Ass. And a natural 20. But that's a 10.
Okay. So Vlad is still stuck and some things are happening. It's now Scylla's turn. And Sam, you mentioned something to me earlier that I would freaking love for you to describe to like everybody right now. What's going on in Scylla's head?
Yeah. So Scylla, she's seen this creature and it's obviously caused her to go slightly insane. But when she saw it and she was lucid, it reminded her a little bit of Dagon. And now this is like, for Scylla, she doesn't see what's going on around her. She sees herself in the dark lake fighting Dagon. And everything around her is just a piece of Dagon, a tentacle, something. And it's not fear that she's feeling. Well, she's afraid, but she's wielding her fear. And she's not allowing it to make her run.
Yeah.
Is it
go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it sort of like you're just seeing Dagon like this is the situation you're in now, or is it sort of like a PTSD situation where you're like back in your city as Dagon was toppling it?
I literally said PTSD to Will.
Yeah.
You mean Brendan? Brendan, I didn't ask that.
Well, in our chat, I
You
said
should.
PTSD. Will.
No, it's awesome. I very much picture for Scylla like the trees are the crumbling sections of your city.
Yeah.
You know, coming down around you, and both like the Hydra and the Elemental and now Artemis in front of you are just like either the lesser minions of Dagon or just its incredibly large tentacles trying to surround you. It's a great image, and I love that you sent that because I wanted everybody to hear that too. I was like, oh, that's
Amazing. I love that fantastic, well-informed imagery that's going to spell our demise.
100%. So Scylla, looks like the nearest creature to you is Artemis.
No, it's Dagon.
It's Dagon, yeah. So you go with the
Bye, Andrew.
every damage dealing ability you can on Dagon, right? Like that's what Scylla
Correct.
would do. Just okay, cool.
I'm already there, Will.
Yeah. It's too bad you didn't, multi-class into a paladin so you could just unleash some smites right now because those aren't concentration.
I know. Oh, I would like to bonus action rage.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can have that. You know what?
Thank
Take it as a
Why
free
would-
action. You know?
Shut up.
Yeah, right. I will say, I think Starcaller has an insanely high AC, so I might not have hit him here.
Maybe.
But if Scylla thought she wasn't going to hit Dagon, she would make it a precision attack. So that is
Jesus
perfect.
Christ.
Yes!
So that is
Being in
a
character.
7 plus 7 is 14 plus 12 is 26.
Wow.
Yup. That does it.
Plus 12?
It's a good die. It was a good roll, right?
And I'm really sorry, Andrew, but before this combat started, I had chosen to imbue my blade with ice.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was there for that.
Yeah, you
I was there for that.
you getting that calla burned, baby.
But I mean, Artemis also has Armor of Agathis on, so some of that ice is going to come right back too.
That's 22 points of slashing.
Oh.
That's a big hit.
Slashing? Just the slashing? There's no cold in that roll? Did
Oh,
you
I'm
do the
sorry.
cold
Some of that
thing?
was cold. That would have been 5 points of cold. Was some
Cool.
of that.
That's all to say. You will take 10 points of cold damage.
Okay, 10 cold on me.
Great.
I am resistant, so it will be 5.
Oh, that tentacle just hits back reflexively in your mind. Oh.
The depths of Dagon calls forth for you.
I will take my second attack now.
Oh my god.
Yep. Hey, do you have an action surge?
I don't. I used it.
Ah,
I know.
bummer, dude. I'm just kidding.
But that's another 26 to hit.
20. 26 is just like a little too high, though. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That should be another 6 damage. I didn't add my modifier or my raging.
All right. Take it into account.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
But that's nice. That's 18 damage is max.
Andrew's gonna die.
Well, Andrew's unconscious.
No.
Oh, shit!
Oh, shit.
Bro!
And I picture this because I was imagining Starcaller is just standing there, and he doesn't dodge. Because I was really hoping she's gonna hit like a 23 and I could shield, but it didn't happen. So he's just like, Scylla, what are you? Whack! What are you? Whack!
Oh fuck.
And as he falls, he looks back at Sephel.
Yeah, Sephel, you would see this. You would look across with no impeded.
Oh no!
No, he
fucking sent
he's
him
like,
there.
Figure it out, and then just watches him get creamed.
Bruh, I feel so bad.
Can you imagine though, just like this great image of like Artomis goes down trying to help a friend, and Scylla's just standing there raging, and like watch Sephel be like, no, and Scylla just like madness Hulk style turns towards Sephel.
You have felt the ice of my blade. Yeah, I think she's very satisfied with herself.
Well,
Sam feels guilty.
A tentacle of Dagon falls.
yeah, the Dagon killing machine that is Scylla still has movement.
And the nearest Dagon to me would be the Hydra. Correct? I don't see anything else.
Yeah. I mean, unless you wanna finish the job on Artemis and stay there. Actually, make me a perception check.
I mean,
You can do what you want in character. I'm just saying for the moment, roll me perception.
I rolled a 10 on perception. Here's what I'm thinking before you tell me what this means.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that, like, to kill Dagon is, like, it's a huge fight. Each of these people is a tentacle. If the tentacle is unconscious and down, she's moving on.
Great. Thank you for telling me in character.
Perception.
You see about 20 feet away from you, just underneath the first boughs of this tree directly north of you, there are some bushes there. You see what looks like one of those bushes start to move in a weird kind of way. And in your mind, it would look like another tentacle of Dagon starting to emerge. It's not the nearest quote-unquote tentacle, but you see another one beginning to emerge there. For everybody else, something camouflaged in like a ghillie suit of sorts is moving out from the bushes, and it's small.
It's not the closest, and it's also not in my natural habitat. I'm going for the Hydra.
Okay. So you swim, you dive down in, you move 15 feet. And this Hydra right now, I wonder, because it is the largest creature here, if this would either look like a tentacle or the face of Dagon to you.
Oh.
And then
It's got a ton of tentacles. It's the face.
It does.
Hell yeah.
And then what does the other creature look like when it comes in?
We'll find out when we get there. It's now the Earth Elemental's turn, who is still kind of toe-to-toe with this Hydra, and it's going to take 2 slams on it. First slam, miss. Actually, it's a 14 total, so it is a miss. Second one, that one's going to be a hit. So this Hydra is going to take 2d8 plus 5 damage. Let's go. Oh, jeez, I'm crow. Not great. 9 points of bludgeoning damage on that hit. Scylla, to you would see, like, Dagon's not looking good in your eyes. It's quite weakened to you. You see blood and gore moving through the water, but it is still roaring in a whirling mass. All right. We are back up now at the top of the order. And the gargantuan creature casually moves 40 feet. And now Sephel and Vasana can see up here that there is like all of these.
Are you pinging somewhere?
I pinged to the northeast a little bit on the map there. I'll keep pinging until you kind of notice it. Everybody who's on roll 20.
It's not showing up.
There we go. How about now?
There it is. Okay.
Sorry, I was on the wrong layer. That's my bad. You can see that there is like this almost like crescent moon shape of darkness like moving forward, and along the surface of the water you can see these little black things like jumping in and out, creating this ripple and splashing, and you can see that it's leeches. But just behind it you can see this dome of water just like building up and kind of cresting over this gargantuan creature that you can see that is like amiably moving towards the Hydra and where you believe Scylla could be now. However, that little figure that looked kind of like a bush starting to move comes forward and grabs the unconscious form of Artomis and begins dragging them back towards the bushes.
Some like creepy cannibal.
Fresh deal, fresh deal.
That was easy.
Sephel and Vasana, they both hear rustling from the tree, that large tree to the southeast behind you, and you see 3 of these small, ghillie suited up, like reed-covered creatures up here, and they have like these masks, and you can just see like little eye holes, and you hear their muffled voices. They're like,
Run! Get back from the edge of the water! No!
And that is their turn. Starcaller, death saving throw, my friend.
I got a dice for that. 19.
Very nice, very nice. All right, it is Vasana's turn. She sees this creature sees Artemis getting dragged away by a similar one across the waters. She looks to you, Sephel, and goes, I'm not sure what to do. Scylla's in the water, and we've got the Hydra and whatever the frig that thing is over there.
Can you do anything to restore her to her senses?
Short of getting her unconscious or getting her closer to us, possibly, I don't entirely know what afflicts her.
Sephel is going to watch the body of Artemis get pulled into the bushes, see these little creatures to the southeast, and just drop his head and turn to Vasana. Get back to the bushes. Now. Go!
And she shakes her head and she starts to retreat backwards 30 feet, but she immediately kind of turns around and she's like, "What? Are you coming?"
I'll be there.
And it is your turn.
Sephel says, "Deuces." Sprints.
Teleport!
Yeah.
He's like, "I've been saving this spell." Suckers!
I can't see anything in the water right now. I can't see the Hydra, I can't see the Elemental, I definitely can't see Scylla behind the Hydra.
You just see bubbles and blood in that one floating head that is beginning to drift away a little bit, so you have a relative idea of where they are, but no, you cannot pinpoint them.
Okay. I want to try to pot shot a Scorching Ray into the water, just to try to weaken something in there.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it a little weird last time. It was like a percentage roll to see if it hit or something.
Yeah, but now that there's potentially at least one creature in front of the Hydra in the water.
Sure.
All right. Roll your to hits.
Okay. I'm rolling this at I need to mark that spell slot. For each ray. 3rd level or higher. Okay. I'm gonna fire this at... No, I need to conserve. At 2nd level, so it's gonna be 3 rays.
All right.
Okay, so this is 3 to hit. First one is a 22.
Okay.
Second one is only a 14.
Okay.
Third one is a 25.
Okay. On the first one, roll me a D100. 26 and above, you hit the Hydra.
26 and above. 15.
Okay. Second one, roll me the same thing, 26 and above, you hit the Earth Elemental.
49.
Okay. So roll your damage on that one for me.
8 points of fire damage.
Okay. And then the third one, 26 and above, you hit the Hydra.
Okay, 31.
Okay.
Ooh, 10 points of fire damage there.
Very nice. Very nice. Scylla, in the water, you just see this bright light come searing down and pierce through a bit of Dagon. And Dagon's looking so right for the kill right now. All right.
And then I'm going to run as far back as I can back to this tree.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
It's the Hydra's turn. It's now got 2 figures near it, and it has 8 heads.
And it can't regenerate at the end of this turn.
Nope. Its first head is going to strike out at Scylla. That is a 14 for a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
That hits, okay. That is 15 points of piercing damage. That was max. Second one is going to be on you, Scylla. Natural 16 for a 24 to hit.
Yep.
That is 12 points of piercing damage. You still up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Third head is coming for you.
I'm raging, so I'm having.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Natural 19. So definitely going to be a hit. You take 10 points of piercing damage. Fourth head is going to come at you. And I keep going back to this Dagon image because it's perfect. It's just maw after maw coming to bite down on you, ripping into you. All right. That one is a miss for sure with a natural 6. Fifth head is going to go after the Earth Elemental. Miss. Sixth head after the Elemental. Natural 19. Does 11 points of damage to the Elemental. And it is now looking really nervous as it can see one creature it's hardly fighting with, but Scylla, you're smaller and squishier, so it's going to take...
The Elemental's resistance to those as well.
Yes. No, I'm mocking some stuff. All right. It's going to take its last 2 hits on you because it's now going to try to work a path out of here. 7th is a miss. And that last one is a hit. That is another 10 points of piercing damage.
I'm up.
And now I need to roll a perception check for it. Natural 20 on the perception check. Unbeknownst to anybody but Scylla, its attention, you see Dagon's head / this Hydra's head turn to the northeast, and for all of us, the Hydra just begins to panic, and it is going to attempt to flee. So Scylla, you're going to get an attack of opportunity, and the Earth Elemental is going to get an attack of opportunity.
If Scylla kills it while she's mad, we still split XP, right?
We'll see.
Are we allies?
26 to hit.
Absolutely a hit.
Kill
You
it.
know what?
We gotta kill one thing in this fight.
Can the elemental go first?
Sure. No, that's a natural 3, so it's missing.
Okay. Not great. That's gonna be 12 points of slashing.
Describe your kill of
Let's
Dagon.
go.
Kill it.
Dagon is just slapped out with 8 different tentacles, and then it looks at me, and I see panic in its eyes. It's not looking at me, but I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's panicking and goes to flee, she turns and just slices right where the big eye would be. And then I think she also reaches out with her hand to like grab some of it and just yank. And it falls.
Ooh, I like that. I see that as being one of the heads was pointed at you, and you just managed to like get up in through its maw, and it was just weak enough that you detach that head, and that's what you've grabbed onto, and that's your trophy. You have one of these heads in your hands. All right. However, you see the Earth Elemental, and you see that wave of leeches in the gargantuan creature to the northeast of you. It's now Vlad's turn.
Okay.
Vlad is now unconscious. Scylla. Oh yeah, some stuff's happening. Or technically, I guess I should roll for it here. So let's see.
Are they fucking pummeling him to sleep?
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go
Yeah,
sleep, go
Vlad
sleep.
is not a fan of.
Yeah, no, he's probably fighting back and like he's like trying to attack them.
He is. He is trying to like burn and claw and bite his way out. Does a 23 hit him? I'm rolling decently well tonight.
Yeah, it fucking
Okay.
does. He's a wormling.
It fucking does.
He's a fucking child.
10 points of damage on the first one.
Does a 26 hit your toddler?
I can totally see in the future when I have a kiddo and like all of you are here for a birthday party, it being D&D themed. Brendan just rolls some inflatable die and is like, "Oh, a 26? Hey, Will, does that hit your baby?" And just chucks it at my child.
You're gonna shit stop your kid, Johnston.
Oh God, I can see it too. All right, is Vlad still awake?
Yeah, he's still awake.
All right, second hit. Natural 19, so that's another hit.
Yeah, it
For
hits.
sure. That's another 10 points of damage.
Yeah, he's asleep.
He's asleep now. Okay. Vlad is officially unconscious.
Is
It's
he
still-
unconscious and dying?
He's
Or was
not-
it non-lethal?
He's not unconscious and dying.
Great.
He is just unconscious.
Great.
Scylla, it's your turn. You have slain Dagon, maybe, but now I wonder how this changes in your mind as you see this Earth Elemental, but this even more gargantuan figure heading in your direction.
Dagon has brought their infernal allies, and I will beat them. And I want to go after that which is closest, which is the elemental.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I'm getting very close to the party.
Yes. Yes, indeed. The rest of the party that you haven't murked.
Yet.
Just
The
taking him
the
down
living part
one
of the
at
party.
a time.
I'm probably not gonna. Well, he'll take full damage from my attacks because they are magical, but
Yep.
he's gonna be a hefty beast
Yeah,
for sure.
he really is.
Okay, I'm gonna take my bonus action, imbue my blade,
Okay.
and it zips iced.
So we're all on the page that there's no way Scylla leaves this combat conscious. Like there's no, like, not even it's going to
Conscious?
happen. Like it has to happen.
Just like alive.
Yeah,
She's gonna be in the water when
It
the,
is-
the Leech King gets here.
I know.
it's
I would-
appropriate for you to have said that, as I rolled a nat 1
Oh no.
for my first attack.
Ready to
I-
use his trap card. Jinx attack.
I would say where Scylla is too, you're now at the point where you're in the shallows. So like through the branches of the trees and the growth, Sephel and Vasana could like just start to make you out through that growth
For sure.
as well. And you're just going toe to toe with this earth elemental.
I don't think that hits either. It's a 12.
Nope.
I said I didn't think it hit. Can I make it precision?
Go for it.
12 plus 5 is 17.
That's exactly a hit.
Damn.
I'm gonna write that 17 down.
Why don't you just go ahead and clear the board for us?
Yeah, right.
I'm working on it.
I know.
Where was this Scylla? Come on. No, Scylla was basically murked most of the alligators last time.
Okay,
Or
so
crocs,
this is.
I mean.
Yeah, Scylla has done most of the dirty work in this, like, 3-layer combat.
Mm-hmm.
23 points of piercing and 5 points of cold.
Damn.
God damn. Yeah, this earth elemental got fucked up. Yeah, you cut into it with Caliburn. Part of its arm freezes and then just like crumbles off in this large chunk.
Okay.
Whew.
That's
All
it
right,
for this turn.
that's your turn for the moment. It's the earth elemental. Who's gonna slam you the fuck back?
You can try.
Well, not gonna happen that one. That's a natural 3.
Yeah, been there, man. Jesus.
That's rough, buddy.
Yes.
It's not. It's a natural 20.
Oh.
fine.
Okay.
Y'all remember the scene
So-
from Avengers when
Scene from what?
the Hulk smasher Iron Man armor just puts Hulk through the ground?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So it's 2d8 maxed, Brendan?
Well, you roll the 2d8 and then you add 16
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. I was just double checking.
and then plus the modifier.
That's 26 points of damage, bludgeoning damage to Scylla. You still
Are
up?
you still okay?
Yeah, I have the damage, guys.
Still.
Please.
You've been taking
Face.
you've been taking shots.
Bruh.
All right, that's the Earth Elemental's turn, and we're now up at the top of the order.
Oh
Someone's
dear.
been getting yoinked.
Oh dear. Bye, Scylla. We'll remember you in therapy.
Sephel is once again going to be the only surviving member.
Hey, Artomis is potentially okay.
He's
have
being
no idea.
eaten by rat people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a swamp. They're probably muskrats.
Otter
All
people.
right.
All the people are terrifying. William play.
But they hold hands while they're cracking your skull.
You all turn as this gargantuan creature in this water closes in on the form of the Hydra, who is like some of its heads are beginning to float to the surface. And you see that large kind of like dome dip down, and then erupting from the water amongst all the heads that are bobbing there is just these squiggly masses of leeches as they start to collect and almost completely block out all the exposed parts of the Hydra until this truly massive jaw comes up from underneath and clamps around the Hydra, and it gets sent up into the air where you see this massive, monstrous twisted crocodilian figure where only half to maybe a quarter of its body comes out, where it then crashes back down into the water, and you can just hear this sickening crunch as you hear the Hydra's body begin to split. When that happens, the three small figures near Sephel and Vasana, one of them comes up to you and is like,
Retreat back into the bushes. Hide yourself. We shall try to retrieve your friend.
and what, like, they're saying this to Vasana as well. What do you say in response before they continue the rest of their turn?
She is not herself. You will have to subdue her first.
We can do that. Quickly hide.
And two of the figures begin sprinting forward and are going to get to the trees. You can make a nature check, Sephel.
Okay. I will do that. Okay, I'm going to burn a knowledge on this. Okay, 30-20.
He remembers
You
the
realize-
last time he hid underneath
Yeah.
the
It
stairs.
was yesterday.
You remember this is cowardice.
You see or realize that it is a couple of goblins, or a few goblins that are in these ghillie disguise suits that sprint forward and are now like closing in on Scylla.
Okay.
They are both going to throw nets at you, Sam. I just need to double check here.
Do I know anything about the creature that I saw jump out? Other than just it's a giant fucking crocodile?
From what you could make out in that split second, it looks absolutely crocodilian, but you have never seen something of that nature in that proportion. Like,
Gotcha.
you've read of dinosaurs, you have seen astral creatures that would explode people's minds if they had even considered it.
This
But
thing
a
is
crocodile of, in like the perhaps half or quarter that you saw, being 40 feet in just that section, you're like, no effing way.
Nope.
No effing way.
Nope.
All right, Sam, I need you to make dexterity saving throws. 2 of them. Tell me the first and then the second.
The first is a 9.
Okay, so that's a fail.
And the second is a 16.
Okay, the 16 succeeds, the 9 fails. You are now wrapped up in this net, and it is like closing around you. You're probably going to succeed on this. I need you to make a strength check or athletics.
I have advantage because I'm raging.
Yep,
Mhm.
sure do.
That's why I was like, you're probably going to succeed on this.
26
Nope.
and a 12.
So you are not pulled away, and it probably feels like to you that a tentacle has wrapped around you and is trying to like pull you away.
Oh, Scylla's gonna murk the poor goblin people. They're
Alright,
trying to
Starcaller.
save us.
Actually, something has been cast on you. You do not need to roll.
Fair enough. Inflict
You
wounds.
are-
I get it.
You are stabilized.
You're
You've
dead.
been touched.
Don't say.
Jesus.
The goblin people are pulling us into the bushes and touching us. Run away! Scylla, you should kill them.
Is that David Bowie I see?
One of them better be named David.
It's gonna be now.
Yeah. You can call him Bo.
Goblin King, David
Here's the
Bowie.
Goblin King. It all makes sense.
It really does.
Christ.
Vasana sees Scylla struggling against these goblins, and she runs forward and she's like, Scylla, come to your senses, please. And I can see it just like you're foaming at the mouth, truly monstrous in your own right, fighting back against them. So she does what she feels is something of a mercy, and she reaches out her hand. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. And the healing spirit all of a sudden disappears as she does this.
She casts Disintegrate.
She kills you.
Mr. Stark, I don't
9.
feel so good. That is a
Bye,
fail.
old friend.
She casts Mind Spike, and you are going to take 3d8 psychic damage.
Oh no! You don't have
This
that
is
shit.
some bullshit.
You take 18 points of psychic damage.
Oh,
Well, she's a lucky bitch because I had 18 hit points left.
damn!
So you're at 0. You're just straight unconscious.
Straight
now.
unconscious.
Yes.
Okay. Scylla is unconscious. The goblins have her. Sephel, it's technically your turn. What do you do, if anything? Or
Do
you
I-
continue to hide?
Do I see Scylla go down?
Yes, you see Scylla's form in the net just splash down into the little bit of water that's there.
I 3rd level vortex warp her next to me.
Done.
Let's go.
Out of there. All right. Do you do anything else in that moment?
I'm going to retreat as far back. Are there bushes around this tree? Like, it's just showing the
you
trunk
are
of the
like
tree?
in the
Okay.
thick of it. All you got to do is like crouch down to give yourself a bonus to hiding here.
I am crouching down and I am pulling Scylla's body in with me.
Okay. Vlad is unconscious. Scylla, you're still unconscious and now dying.
I will
Roll a
fix that
death
next
save.
round.
Oh, it's my death save? Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can't really non-lethal a mind spike.
3.
That's a fail.
Headache! Headache!
Yeah.
It is the Earth Elemental's turn.
Good luck, dude.
Who just sees this gargantuan crocodilian creature and is gonna go to slam it twice. Poor fucker.
Man, that elemental's gonna suck to pass later.
That's a natural 2 and a natural 8, both of which do not break through the armor of this creature.
Of course.
Oh my God.
This is one of those creatures they make memes about. Like, does a 30 hit? No.
Yeah.
You all of a sudden see the form of the Earth Elemental. I'm going to double check this with rolls, but I'm pretty sure it's got it in hand here. Yeah. And... Okay, yeah, it just beat the Earth Elemental by 1. You see the Earth Elemental's body all of a sudden erupt from the water and go flying towards the east. About 5, 10, 35 feet and just splash down. And I need to roll damage for that. That's a lot of damage.
I don't like the River King.
You know, I think maybe we pass on this quest.
It takes 36 damage. Oh, I didn't roll fall damage. Yeah, that was enough that the Earth Elemental sinks down and crumbles into dust.
Whoa.
Okay.
And then, slowly
There's more.
coming up from the water, you see this large, twisted, scarred crocodilian head. I want you guys to picture Godzilla, essentially, as it starts like standing up on its haunches, its legs. You see one arm raise out of the water, and where it would end in a crocodilian hand, you see it's warped and twisted into this like blade-like arm, while the other is now longer and more like a human hand and claws. And you can see in its mouth is one of the Hydra heads, which it just flicks up, opens its mouth, closes down upon, and swallows. And then you see its horn begin to like shake, and you see its skin beginning to split as these multiple fissures erupt along its back and sides as multiple large leech heads begin to grow from outside of its body. And then it opens its maw towards the coast of the island where the goblins is, and opens it up, and you see emerging from inside of its gullet, like you see this a massive another leech head just come out like a parasite, and then multiple leeches begin emerging as it unleashes a breath weapon at them. And I'm now going to reveal the token of the River King.
Ew.
Take a look at that. For
No,
you guys.
thank you.
God.
Just streamers of large leeches just launching towards these goblin bosses. Those are the tokens that I chose here. Vasana in Sephel, because you can see this creature. Actually, let me check the radius distance on this. No, you're both out of reach. You do not need to roll sanity checks.
Okay.
You see those goblins just get immediately covered in leeches and are just like, like, did any of you guys see the King Kong, the original remake, like in the early mid 2000s, where the guys are like in the insect valley and are getting actively eaten by the giant leeches?
Yeah.
That's essentially what's happening. Multiple limbs are being devoured. And
Can I choose to avert my gaze?
just like 100% you
just
can.
like bury my head in the bushes and listen to the screams go quiet.
As this happens, we're jumping down to Vasana, who is immediately running back and like dives into the bushes with the three of you. The one goblin that's with you guys is like,
Do not move. Nothing. Do not speak. Do not go in to the water.
Not a problem.
so Vasana just sits there and hides. Sephel, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay, do I still have a potion? I do. I have
So
one.
you administer it to Scylla?
I have one regular healing potion. I'm going to administer it.
Okay, so max that. What is that, 8 hit points?
10.
10? Nice. Scylla, you are awoken as this bottle leaves your lips and like everything comes to mind to you. Sephel, do you say anything to her in that moment, considering the situation that you're in?
I mean, he's carefully watching, but he's hoping, because of like historical evidence, that falling unconscious snapped her out of it, but he's like watching her eyes, watching her facial expression. He is like keeping an eye on anything, but he's just holding his fingers to his mouth. Please, I need you to be you. I need you to be quiet.
Scylla, it's your turn. What do you do?
Can you confirm that I am no longer...
You are no longer affected by your short-term madness.
Cool. Yeah, that potion hits her lips, it disappears, and I think just biologically it's kind of like gasping. It's this big like, be gone!
Shh, you're
And
safe.
she like wakes up.
You are safe.
Sephel?
Stay down.
You
You're
can
safe,
hear that goblin
but
beside
only
you.
barely.
Yeah, I think she will definitely stay quiet, but also look around like, are we in a bush?
I'll explain.
And then you would hear like the splashing and the screams to the north of you, Scylla, and like through the leaves of this tall grass here, you would see the horrible form of the River King, just up on its haunches, moving towards that large leech-like appendage coming out of its open maw.
Then I will. I would second wind.
Okay.
I don't know that looks like anything. I think it's just like.
It's probably like an adrenaline rush. That's how I've always pictured second wing. Like you see this and you're like, holy shit, fight or flight is coming in. And it's like, am I going to have to fight again? And it's just like you're amping yourself up again.
Okay, yeah. She sees the creature, feels that adrenaline rush, and I have 11 more hit points.
Nice.
Okay.
And that's it.
Let me ask everybody something here. Starcaller, you are healed for 12 hit points, and you are surrounded by these ghillie suit covered goblins who are immediately like, shh,
Rest. You are with allies. Hush. Please. Please.
and it's just like masks with these holes, and you can see their little yellow eyes underneath. You can see Vlad, who is unconscious beside you, now released of his net, but there's a couple that were holding clubs, and you can see they had to knock him out in this moment. What do you do?
I feel like he's takes a big deep breath, but realizing that he is not dead, he will pull up his hood and slink further into the shadows, over near Vlad. And the only thing I would like to check is he still breathing, or is he is Vlad stable, or is he also in a?
Vlad is stable. He's clearly just been bludgeoned enough to be knocked unconscious, but not dying. Cool. And the goblins around you are like,
he would not quiet down. We must be silent and not enter the waters, or he will find us.
Starcaller will just nod and kneel next to Vlad, his hand once again on Dawn's edge.
As you all sit in silence, hiding yourselves, you see those leeches from that breath devour the goblins that had been trying to assist Scylla. But the River King then kind of retracts / swallows that almost secondary head back down into its throat, and then turns towards the water where the rest of the Hydra's carcass is, and then almost gulps, and that leech head comes out from inside of its maw, latches onto the Hydra, and retracts it towards the larger crocodilian maw, and then it dips into the water, and you can see it's beginning to swim away until, unless anybody says otherwise, it will continue to swim away unless anybody takes any actions against it.
Yeah, let's kill it. No.
I'm chilling.
Okay, so you all wait until a good 10-15 minutes at the urgings of the goblins, until one of them finally, they are
stay here. We will communicate with our friends if your other friend is alive.
And they creep out, and same to you, Artomis. One of the figures with you comes out, and you wait another minute or two, and then you feel them creeping back into the reeds, and it's hard to distinguish them, but they appear and they go,
the king is gone. Your friends are safe. Who are you?
And we'll catch up with you guys next time.
Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the episode. 2 quick announcements for you. You've already heard us say it 100 times. We have a Discord. What are you waiting for? Get in here. We have so many amazing like-minded DMs in there. A lot of players as well, people new to D&D. Some people have been in there a long time, and everyone's just having a nice time sharing tips, tricks, talking about one-shots, talking about Curse of Strahd, talking about Out of the Abyss, all the things. So definitely think about joining us. You can find the link to join our Discord at linktree.com/themadnesstable. You can also find our other social media links there, including our TikTok. And boy howdy, Andrew Walker has been killing it on TikTok, posting the most random mad memes you had ever seen. So definitely consider following us there as well. Lastly, if you've made it this far, consider leaving us a 5-star review in whatever podcatcher you're currently listening. 5-star reviews are instrumental in pushing us up the charts and getting us in new listeners, which is really what we're looking for to get the name out there. So consider doing that for us. We would be forever in your debt. But that's all for now. And we will see you in the next episode when...